Shule Yetu management system tutorial. So today let's talk about subject selection. So you want to see how to allocate your students the subject that they are supposed to take. And first, to be able to do that, the first thing we need to do is let's go to subjects here. Let's see the subjects that are there. Okay, so we have those subjects, and I want us to introduce a new subject so that we use because of these I believe they have been used. So click there and let's do these subjects. Let's introduce music category here. Basically, you've not set any categories, but you can set your subject categories. But this one is not a must. But if you're grouping your subjects into STEM, all those you can do the category. But for this case, I've not done the category because I'm doing this for a lower class and demonstration purposes only. So subject color, if you want to give the subject a color, you are free to do that. If the subject is compulsory or not, you're free to turn that on if it is compulsory. In this case, not compulsory. Then uh, initials, I'll just call these MS and subject sort order. So sort order simply is how you want them to be organized in the report on the analysis, which one comes first and so on. So if I leave it at 0, it will be the first subject on the list. I don't want it to be the first subject at the list. So I'll go with something like order number 4 so that it will be somewhere in between. Then the participating class or class assignment, which classes are supposed to do this music subject. So just pick the class that you think will be able to do. So I'll pick these two classes. The classes, they're not doing that subject. So once I'm done with that, I'll click on create. As simple as that, our subject is created. So if we go back to subjects, we can see, where is it? Where is it? Music. Yeah, we can see the music subject is here. You can edit it and you can do all that. So this X simply means it's not compulsory. The green ticks means are compulsory. And if you select the colors, these are the colors here that you see. Okay, perfect. So the subject is selected and it is set. So now, when the subject is created, it is not automatically allocated to students. And to confirm that, let's go to classes here. Go to class assignments, select the year, select the term. There we are. So we said one of the participating classes is between 1E and 1 North. So I'll go with E. And I'll click on the manage classes and I'll go to students. Once I go to students here, you can scroll to the other end, or if your screen is bigger, you'll be able to see all those things. And if you come to subjects here, you can see the subject is allocated to the class, but it is not allocated to the student because the subject might be allocated to the class, but not all students within the class are taking that subject. So that's why it is not allocated. So there, yeah, the subject. So to allocate it to the student, you just click on it here and you just do submit. As easy as that. The subject is allocated. If you check, you'll see that that subject is allocated to that student. But now this becomes tedious when you have a huge list. Like let's say you have 10 students or 20 students. You have to keep on moving through each student at once. That becomes tedious. But now we have an easier way whereby you just sync these. There is this button here, sync subject from exams. So you just let the teachers feed in the marks for the students who are taking the subjects, then you sync. Once you sync, if the subject has been entered, if the subject has marks entered, then that subject will be, the system will consider that as a subject that the student takes and it will allocate that subject to the student. So let's see this. Let's do this so that you get it. So I'll come to exam here, to exam. I'll come to the open exam here and I'll come to exam results here. I'll click on this. I'll click on 1E, that is the class, and I'll click on the subject. And you can see the subject is not here. So don't worry. If the subject is not there, you need to sync the system so that the class knows it has been allocated the subject. So you just simply need to come here and click on sync classes, confirm, done. Then also do this for the end term. So sync again, confirm, If you check, you can see that the exam and subject synchronization was successful. So now, if we click on exam results here and select class now, 1E, subject, you should see music is here. So select it and hit submit. There, yeah. So you can see the students. You can see the student there. So let's feed in some marks: 12, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 15. So the system automatically saves the marks as you enter and move to the next. So if you are wondering why am I not saving, the system automatically does that. It saves. So the moment you enter the marks and you move on to the next one, it saves for that particular. And so that one is saved. So let's go back to exam and let's do this for the end of term. Then that and 1E again, and the subject, music, and submit. Okay, to get so Daniel James, let's do 45, 50, 56, 56, 68. Just random figures, random figures. There we go. The marks has been entered. So that's entered. Perfect. Now you have all the scores entered. Now let's go back to classes here. Classes. We go to class assignments. I want us to go back to that particular class, which was 1E here. Then manage class, and I want us to go to students. Now, remember for James, we had already allocated the subject music. Let's confirm that. You can see music is there. I want us to pick the next student, who is Mary here. So subject, and you can see music is not allocated. All right. Now let's sync that from the subject. So I'll click on sync from subject. I'll select opener, submit, sync successful. I'll do the same for the enter, and submit. Then subject synchronized successfully based on the exam results. Perfect. Now, if we come to Mary here, who didn't have the subject, and we click on Mary, let's see, you can see music now is allocated to Mary. Let's move on to the next person here. Say like this person, you can see music is allocated. So as easy as that, that is how you do allocation and you allocate the subjects to students. Now, if you generate results now, those are the subjects that will be used on the analysis sheet and the report forms. So basically, that's how we allocate our subjects. And if you're happy or you want to try the system, kindly reach out and we'll share the system. You do a demo. If you're happy, then we can talk from there. Otherwise, I'm out.